Let's get it. Can I get through real quick so we can show the audience? So if you see all these, what are these called, parries?
Yeah, they're all parries. You can go up to triple stack on them. We have them double stack. Oh, we got a gang of double stacks going here, so they're like all over, you can see.
And you see they had to build a base for it so it could be leveled.
Yep. These guys are doing the ceiling in here. These guys are doing the ceiling in here. Grab the wall. So what we're doing is whipping it up with a little bit of water to get a good mix going. So with the drywall mud right now, we've already done first coat with the sheetrock +3. But this is going to be our final coat on here, and we're using the green dot topping. So, but both coats we rolled on, and then trowel it after. He's just doing this one by hand with a pan in this little area, but let's see what this team's doing. Tearing it up, dude. Tearing it up. Oh, it looks nice, like marble. Like that. So yeah, we're just going, what we're doing here is, there was texture on the walls and everything, and we're just smoothing it out, so now it's just gonna be smooth walls, no texture. He's putting the mud up there on the corner, and then what I'm gonna do is come with the trowel, corner trowel, like this, the corner trowel, and I'm gonna go over it. Once he puts plenty of mud for me to smear out. Whoa, traffic jam. Just here.
Alright, thank you for tuning in to Handyman Jack channel.
The Handyman Jack and Mr FIXIT collage.
We have Mr. FIXIT over here. No ladder, no problem.
No ladder.
What are you doing here, Dad?
Smoothing this out.
What are you smoothing out?
This is the green dot topping,
Alright.
and it's our final coat. So the thing is with the green dot topping, this mud, is it has less glue in it, so it's easier to sand than like than the all-purpose joint compounds or the red dot joint compound. So this one is an easier sand, so we use it on our final coat.
So it's lightweight.
It's still heavy, still a heavyweight mud, but it's just less glue in it, so it's easier to sand.
Oh, okay. Moving along.
Very good question.
How you doing today, sir?
Doing good.
What are we doing over here?
Closing out the ceiling and walls. Final coat.
Final coat.
Yes.
Don't you think your knife's a little too dry right there?
Too dry. Nah, man. What you want to do is keep the mud flowing, dude. Consistency, starting from where there's no mud and in with no mud.
How we doing over here? What are we doing over here?
Rolling it on. I'm just here for the drinks.
Here for the drinks? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have any questions?
Yes. So, what size knife are you using right here?
You know what, Gil? That's a very, very good question. Okay. So we got ourselves a 14-incher right here. You gotta keep it right. Make sure you keep it tight.
So can I use concrete trowels on this?
No, that is a very good question, but no, you can't. You could if you're old style, but I keep it more traditional. I'm more on the traditional side.
Oh, okay. Is that how you guys do it at Handyman Jack Services?
Absolutely.
Subscribe and you can check out Handyman Jack's videos on Mr FIXIT channel,
Collage.
and you can see all those videos.
Collage or collaborate?
Actually, it's just one video.
I get my words
More to
mixed
come.
up.
And what are these holes up here for?
Oh, so those are all the recessed lights. So it's already wired in right here.
It's a very good question.
And you can see right here.
What is that you're grabbing?
This is the this is where all the wiring is.
Halo.
So it's like this is like the brains of the unit in here.
So it's a balance.
Sort of, because yeah, kind of like the ballast right there, I guess you'd call it. And then this just wires into the actual LED light that just has two clips. They're like spring loaded, so just pop it up in there, and it'll last 22 years supposedly.
And they're pretty bright.
And they're bright. It has 3 different settings on these ones. So if you pay a little more money, you can even get up to like 5 different settings. These are gonna be the halo lights. And basically, you have on these ones 3 different settings. You have 3000K, 4000K, or 5000K, something like that.
Nice.
So
Keep the house rooms pretty lit.
Yeah, you can have it on like yellow lighting or like that bluish tint lighting. So,
Oh, is corn rolling in there?
Yeah.
Who's plugging?
So as we roll the mud, we want to have somebody come behind them because this does dry quicker than your normal.
yeah, depending on the temperature too. Luckily today is kind of like a rainy day, so it's helping it not dry as quickly.
Another good question.
A little bit of humidity in the air helps it. When it's a hot day, you gotta clean your tools off a lot more often, like after each wall even or whatever, and your pan, like any crust on the sides, but days like today make it a little nicer.
These are finishing touches.
But it is still warm, even though it's rainy, it's still kind of a warm day, so. Yeah, obviously it's still gonna be sanded. You will see like little little lines like this. So the deal is with that is, that'll sand right out. What we don't want is an indented line.
Where it's scratched in like right there.
Exactly, where it's scratched in that's worse, because then we gotta sand through that layer to get to the first layer we put, which is okay. I mean, it's still fine occasionally here and there, but the idea is to not have the indented lines. But if it's a line it's popping outwards, then it's gonna sand right out. Really easy.
So to fix something like that, you just put a little mud on your trowel and just go right over it. Huh?
Oh, like this streak right here?
Yeah.
It's so minor it'll sand out.
Nice.
But yeah, as you're going, one of the things is while you're loading it and you notice you're putting in like a big old streak because there's a clump of something, what you want to do is make sure you like locate that little chunk and get it off of your trowel. Get it out of your mud, because you don't want contaminated mud, or you'll just be
Recycling it.
Yeah, you're recycling it, pushing it around to other areas, and
It's not the look you want.
you want to keep your mud real clean, not contaminated. Dry mud like this. You don't want this to fall into your pan, stuff like that.